Watch your back. Watch your back. Watch your back.
Oh, he ain't doing it, dude. Fuck. My God. Bro, he's getting big.
Let's just rewind this. Vince is gonna bring us in 3, 2. You ready? You ready to go? You ready to go?
I got it, dude. Let's go. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. I'm Vince, cousin Vince. This is Ricky Simone, cousin Ricky. This is just cuz. Just catching up for the week. Hope you guys had a good week. Mm-hmm. Ricky, how's your week, man, dude?
Yo. Okay, so we're gonna address the elephant in the room because we kind of just did it. We kind of just did it, and we weren't recording. So I think I mean we both have a lot going on right now, but the biggest elephant in the room, Vince, I'm gonna let you go from here, bro.
Yeah, I'll pick it up. So last Friday, I was about to start a workout at the PI, and our manager, Jason House, Iridium Sports, best agency in the game, I think, called me right before I started my workout, and the first thing he says, he goes, "Brother, I got some bad news." And I kind of, as soon as he said that, I kind of knew exactly what he was talking about, and I knew where the conversation was headed, and he was just saying that the UFC is looking at releasing me from the contract. So that was a great way to have the Friday. But anyways, yeah. So I'm sitting at the PI, and I and I get that news, and I just kind of look around, and I'm like, you know what, dude, I got to get the hell out of here. Like, I think I still have access to it right now, actually. But like, after getting news like that, it's just like I got to get out of here. So I took off and went home. Was thinking about having a drink, but told myself, because I ended the year pretty strong for my drinking, that I was going to take a month or two off, and there's no reason that something like that should change my mindset. And just like something like that's not going to change my goals or what I want to continue to be doing. The only thing it really changes is where I'm going to be doing what I'm going to be doing, because I'm still going to be fighting. I still have a lot of confidence in myself, my own abilities, and what I can do, whether that be getting back into the UFC this year, which, if I predict properly, or making $1 million in PFL when they open up that bantamweight tournament. We'll see.
That's a good thing, is that there seems to be options, but what we were talking about is there's no better person to lead the charge in getting you back in than Jason House, because I don't know if any manager has gotten guys who've been cut back in as many times as Jason has, even as notable as Brandon Moreno fighting this weekend for the world title again. So, and he has a bunch of guys that he's done that for. I think even Julian Erosa, he got in 3 times, after being cut a few times. So so you're in good hands for sure. And it's just so tough when you go back and you look, and I don't know, you've probably already done it, so I don't know, but I'm someone who watches a lot of film and does a lot of studying, and I go back and I look at your record, and I'm like, I could have been this, could have done this, I felt you won this fight and this fight and this, you know what I'm saying? But but something I like about you is you're not like, when I hit you up, you were just like, had a good head on your shoulders, and you're ready to face whatever you needed to face. And I think that's important in this, because, if you start shying away and not, and not wanting to put in the work, like you said, if you were to start drinking or whatever, going the wrong way, it could lead you down a bad path. But it sounds like you're taking it pretty seriously, and the comeback's going to be real. I feel.
Yeah, 100%, dude. I've already been training hard. I was talking to Jason right after when he told me. I was like, cool. So what do we got to do to get back? He's like, I just need to get a couple good wins. It's like, cool. So give me some fights, dude. I'll take care of the rest. And yeah, so I'm already looking at something mid-February next month, 217. I've gotten verbal confirmation. Haven't seen a contract, but looking at fighting on, I think it's Fury over in Texas. So,
oh, nice.
A little violence in my life should save the mental side.
Fury's on Fight Pass, huh? Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah, it is on Fight Pass. Yeah, so I'll be more than ready. Got like a month right now. Almost seems too long, dude. I was like, because in my mind, before getting released, before getting cut, I was already thinking that I was going to be having a fight mid-February, end of February, anyway. So like, I was already treating it like I'm in pre-camp mode. So, yeah, like I said, it doesn't change what I'm doing, just where I'm doing it.
Yeah. I think Thanks. What did when you were because when I think about like my MMA career, I know it's scary to say, but I don't only think about the
Mhm,
UFC too. You see all these guys like
mhm,
Demetrius Johnson or Eddie
mhm,
Alvarez or whoever it may be go to one Bellator, PFL. You see a lot of guys going to
mhm,
PFL, and they're and Khabib has his promotion. There's
mhm.
more and more opportunities to make good money outside the UFC. It's scary when you haven't been to the UFC and you try to explore one of those opportunities. But once you've already been to the UFC, it does seem like those opportunities open up even more.
Right.
And it seems like that's happening more and more. And even with like the big news of the heavyweight division in this last
Mhm,
week with Francis leaving with
mhm.
contract disputes and stuff like that. So I feel like they're kind of paving the way, and I think that there's going to be a lot of changes soon. Do you agree, or what do you think is going to happen with that?
I feel like that's in the air or something. Like the
Uh-huh.
tides are changing. Like the potential for there only being one big MMA promotion, like the UFC has been for years.
Mm,
It seems like that's starting to shift a little bit. And like you were saying with PFL, I know Francis had a lot of demands. It wasn't just the money that was the issue. He was trying to get like health insurance for fighters. Did you see
mhm.
that?
Yep.
What else was there? He was trying to get a fighter advocate at the board meetings,
Mm-hmm.
sponsors back. He was trying to do a lot,
Yeah.
and apparently they just couldn't agree on any of that. And PFL has all of that except for the health insurance, I believe. So like, I don't know. If PFL is looking at making a move, picking up a guy like Francis and meeting his criteria where he can still go box and do other things. I mean, like that could be a major shift in the MMA landscape right now.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. It, I really wonder where he's gonna end up. But I don't know. I don't know if we talked about Jake Paul. Did we talk about Jake Paul doing his? He's joining with the PFL. Did we talk about that last time?
I don't think we did talk about it, but he is the guy who's the fighter advocate at
Yeah,
board
yeah.
meetings and stuff like that.
So and he's talking about like splitting the profit up 50-50 basically
Right. Mhm.
overall revenue I think that the
Yeah.
promotion brings in with the fighters which is unheard of in
Mhm.
MMA so far. So but yeah, like you said, it kind of seems like something's in the air. It seems like
Mhm.
there's some change afoot, and it's change is scary. Change is always
Uh-huh.
scary, but
Uh-huh.
I'm excited to see what it brings. And
Yep.
like I've always said, I'm never mad at fighters for making money no matter where they're at.
Right.
I'm always
Mhm.
happy when I see fighters get paid, no matter if they're in my division or not.
Yeah, dog, and saying that. That's why me and Francis are out, bro. But yeah, man. We'll see. So, and Jake Paul's also allowed to go box too, and so is Clarissa Shields and stuff like that. So, like, that's another thing that Francis was like, he wanted to go
Yeah,
box. He wanted to go make the
they
money.
weren't gonna do that.
And no, hell no. I don't know why they did for Connor.
Hmm.
What the hell?
Hmm.
Yeah, crazy man, crazy. But yeah, I'm I'm still a little nervous. I think good nervous, excited for what the future is gonna like, how the year is gonna unfold. Because for me, it's still the year's still 2020 me. You know what I mean? Like I'm still planning on doing some big things, dog.
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. I think. I mean, so with the time, I mean, it's so hard to say with fighting, with fights falling out, with not being able to get fights. Would you're trying to belt some fights out? Then it sounds like you already have a fight planned and even a possible
Yeah.
fight after that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. There's already two on the table. One of I've already agreed to one. I haven't heard back on the other. Take them both. I'll take another one. Like, get me signed up, get me fighting. I'm healthy. I feel good. Um, I just want to go. I feel like I've got to prove myself. Like, getting to the UFC is hard enough in and of itself.
mhm,
Staying in the UFC is even harder. Getting cut and then
yeah,
getting back is even harder. I'm
yeah.
assuming, right? So I'm gonna treat it with that sort of respect. So here we go. This is where it starts.
Yeah, they always say that, like, and I felt it too. I felt it like when I first got to the UFC, like there was like a second of like relief, and then I was like,
Yeah,
oh, well, look at all these guys. I got to stay here now,
yeah,
So
yeah,
they always say it's not just
mhm,
getting there; it's staying there.
yeah,
Um, and I think they say like the average, like that people usually don't make it out of that first contract. First, I
yeah,
think it's like it's not even 2 years or a year or whatever is the average
mhm,
lifespan of a fighter
yeah,
in the UFC. I think.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
think it was
I've read
comparable to
that.
like the NFL.
Mhm. That's wild. And for
Short
me,
term.
I was on my I was on my third contract, and granted, I think there's a few fights that should have been flipped. the script should have been flipped in regards to who
Mhm.
won. Um,
Yeah.
but being on a third contract and 3-5, I was an expensive 3-5 fighter, dude. So like, I mean, when I go back and I look at 2022 overall, with like I tried to step in for London and fight Nathaniel Wood. Got sick when I got there and got pulled from that, and then the UFC
2022?
still
2022?
2022. What did I say?
Oh, sorry.
2021?
I think you said 2020, but it's all right. My
No,
bad.
2022. Sorry, last year. Yeah, I stepped in there to fight Nathaniel Wood. Got sick, got pulled. Um, UFC still ended up paying for that one, and paying me and get me taken care of. So it's great on that. And then fought again, and Jonathan Martinez came up short. Fought Miles Johns. Thought I won, came up short. Um, so like on paper, when you look at that, like essentially I get it. I mean, it doesn't look that great, and I have some ground to make up.
Yeah, and that's something I want to ask you too, because like, I mean, you had plenty of time since the last fight, but even since this news, is there something that you've thought like? Is there like any like self realization or anything that you're thinking differently that maybe you need to do or that you can do, or is there any kind of like is there anything like that you're thinking right now? I guess.
There's in my mind like when something like this happens, I feel like there's got to be some changes made, right? Whether that be
Mhm.
whatever that is. I mean, you've got to be able to look back, reflect, and see like let go of the things that were uncontrollable, like judges' decisions for a few of them, and
Mhm.
look at the controllables and what I have in my hands and what can I actually move forward and take care of and improve upon. And I think a lot of that was just my performances in there. I think I've held myself back a little bit just because of the moments of what they were. So this is my chance to kind of go fight elsewhere. Remember why I'm doing this. Like I do this because this is what I want to be doing, and
Yeah.
I love fighting. So get out there, enjoy it, and let the moments take care of themselves, and not so much worry about like not making mistakes. I think
Mm.
that last fight was a big one. Like I felt like I was better than the dude. I was going to be better than him everywhere. The only way I was going to lose is making a mistake. So when you have a mindset like not making a mistake, ends up you don't take any risk and you
Yeah.
don't do enough, right? And
Yeah.
I think that's a kind of a prime example of that. So I mean, I have had some good moments in the UFC cage. Haven't had it nowhere near enough or nowhere near the amount that I'm satisfied with. So um, yeah, take myself out of the way and just go remember why I'm doing this. And I think it's a good opportunity for me to grow and
Hmm.
become the fighter that I really think I can be.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a great mindset to have, bro. I think
Mhm.
I'm excited. First of all, I'm excited to see what happens next, and
Yeah,
I'm excited to see you like freaking go out there and there
yeah,
like you're saying like control what you control,
mhm.
and I think Vince getting back to slugging some fools up, you know what I'm saying,
Bro,
and letting
I'm
those
getting
hands
goosebumps, dude.
go.
I feel
Yeah.
like I miss that. You remember
Oh.
I used to be like a heavy combination guy, and then for whatever
Hmm.
reason I became
Hmm.
this little pop shotter that was trying to
Hmm.
only land something because it was the easiest way not to make another mistake going forward. But
Yeah.
that's not what fighting is, and
Hmm.
I think I know that, and I think I feel that, and I think when I get past the fights and I have those feelings, like it sits heavy and doesn't settle with me well. So this is my
Hmm.
chance to. It's almost like a fresh start. Cool. Like
Yeah.
erase some of that. Like record is what it is. I haven't taken like damage. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I still feel like real young. I get to go enjoy it. So
Yeah.
yeah, man. I think this can be one of those things where it's like a blessing in disguise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we don't have to keep harping on it, dude. Like I said,
Right.
I'm excited for you. I think you're way better than even like what you've shown. I think you've shown
Mhm,
some greatness too. So
mhm,
I'm excited for you to get back on it, and I'm excited for everyone to follow you and see.
I
It's
do.
always nice to see someone overcome and,
Yeah.
and keep pushing. So
Mhm.
I'm excited for that. And we're gonna get some training,
I
yeah,
do.
get
Oh
some
hell
training
yeah,
in soon,
dude!
yeah.
Hell yeah! When you said
Good.
you're coming the second week of February now? Is that what
Well,
it is?
switching it up because of you're gonna be at Front Street fights.
On the
Yeah.
third. Uh-huh.
Okay. Yeah. And then and my other cousin John might be fighting on that. I don't know if that's going through yet or not. so I might go to that, but it might just get pushed back a week or two, depending.
Okay. Okay.
Now that I got this fight in April,
Mhm.
I need to get over there and spend a
Mhm.
couple weeks in California with Coach Oyama and over there
Yeah.
with you.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So, are you gonna leave us hanging, dude? Are you gonna tell us who you're scrapping with, or what's going on here?
Yeah, dude, you know how it is. Like they're like, yeah, here's a fight. Don't say anything. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
let these nerd MMA random journalists get wind of it and announce it first. It's like, why do they get to announce it? And I can't announce my own shit. I know before everybody.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I told you guys I was gonna announce it on this pod. Whether I get in trouble or not, I don't know. 422. They're looking at Song Yadong. We have both agreed. Um, I was looking
Let's
for a big fight.
go.
They had mentioned names like Marab. I was trying to get Jan because I feel I have wins over the number 2 guy in the world. I feel like I should be up there fighting them. But this is a push forward. I get the number 8 guy ranked in the world, and I'm excited. I'm
Let's
excited to
go.
go get another finish against a ranked guy, and then it's going to be undeniable. I'm going to
Mhm.
fight for the belt soon.
That's such a sick fight, dude.
Yeah,
That's
and I have some insight right here because that was
uh-huh.
Vince's first
Uh-huh.
fight in the UFC. Fought him
Yeah.
in China. So,
Yeah.
how do I beat this guy, Vince?
Oh, you break him. Break him in half, dude.
Yeah,
No,
he tires out halfway through the fight. He looks like he gets pretty
yeah,
tired.
just a little, and I think that's been a fairly consistent thing for him. Know what I mean?
Mhm.
I think he's been aware of that. So it seems like he's dropped the power output so high early on, and he's kind of relied on like a little more like being relaxed early and like throwing more combinations. But his power was his biggest weapon, and that's kind of been gone because of his cardio. So like,
Yeah,
dude, you're gonna put the pace on him. You're gonna break him. You're gonna put him in all kinds of bad spots. He's not gonna know what to do. It's just another Ricky Simone moment in my book.
yeah. I really hope he has power. He does have some friggin'. He has a good right hand. He throws combinations
All
usually in
right,
threes. It sounds. Yeah,
it's all
yeah.
right.
You're better at avoiding it than I am. I feel like. uh,
Yeah, maybe. I
but
walked out of
I'm
that
gonna
fight
take
with a
his
big
ass
old
down.
hematoma, though.
Oh,
Remember
did
seeing
you?
that? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I had a big
I
old
remember you got.
hematoma on that.
Was it a right hand? Was it a right hand?
Honestly, dude, I think we clashed heads because
Oh,
it
that makes
popped up
sense.
in the third round, and I don't remember seeing it. And randomly, we like clinched up for a second, separated, and all of a sudden, it was
Mm,
growing.
okay.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah, from when we fought, his style hasn't changed a whole lot. I think he's still got some of the same tendencies. I
Hmm.
think I think I can emulate some of that, dude. If you need to punch me in the face, so
No, I want to punch you in the face. I'm gonna be
oh,
over
dude, I
there.
know it. That's gonna be
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Like I said, I don't know why I'm sitting out I'm in my prime. I'm sitting out for these long stretches. I don't know. Use and abuse me. Let's go. Push me
Well,
forward.
according to Mr. Chael Sonnen, everybody's scared of you, right? Like somebody pointed out that in one of his recent videos, he was giving you all kinds of love and saying that like how you had wins over Marab and the only guy that everybody's trying not to fight is you. So I
Yeah,
think there's something to be said for that.
I mean, Chill's the homie, so I appreciate the hell out of him. He's always hyping me up. I think it's a combination. I don't know if that's it because everyone in this weight class are badasses, and everyone's trying to strategically get pushed to the front. But the problem is right now, we've had a lot of old guys getting out, and we have all these newcomers that are our weight class is just stacked, and
Mm,
it's the strongest weight class in the UFC in my opinion because it's not only it's not only the talent, it's just the age of them, and not everyone's fought each other yet, so
right.
like you're seeing in a lot of these other divisions, so there's a lot to
Mm,
be played out, and we're going to see that, and I'm excited. I'm trying to keep that mindset that I keep telling her I'm 20-3. I've been doing this for over a decade. I'm not this up and comer, you know.
right.
I'm here. I'm a contender. In my head, I'm already the world champion, and I've been telling myself that
Mhm.
since the last fight. I'm already the world champion. In my head,
I
I'm
love it.
defending the belt, and these guys got to try to beat me. And
Mhm.
yeah, I have everything on my side going in this fight. I feel good. I've been working my ass off. I'm not trying to cheat the grind, and dude, I'm gonna go knock this motherfucker out. And
Let's go, dude.
my next fight better be number one contender fight. I want a 5 round fight.
Uh,
I don't want these 3 round fight. I want a 5 round fighter. That's what I want next, and I'm hoping we can make that happen in 2023.
Oh, making my hands sweat, dude. Damn, I'm
I
so
want
pumped.
it. I want it bad. Give it to me.
I need it.
so,
Hell yeah.
so
That's so
guys,
dope.
those are the fights. Be on the lookout.
Yeah.
Vince and I are gonna be grinding. I mean,
Hmm.
like not
Hmm.
together, but kind of together, but like
Oh,
you know what
yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. Moving on. I ain't talking about grinding with you, dude.
I know. I don't know why I was turning gay.
That's hilarious. Dude, do we want to get into this week's card? It's kind of a
Yes,
banger.
dude.
There's a
I'm
bunch of
I'm
good ones
pleasantly
on it.
surprised. We're back with the pay-per-view card in
Yeah.
Brazil. Um,
hmm
I'm excited for this one. I'm excited. There's some fights. Do you want to do a prelim highlight? You have some on the prelims that you're excited about?
Bro, I think I'm most excited for Terrence McKinney on the prelims.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
You know what always gets me with Terrence is when he posts like a photo of his opponent and he goes, "Pray for Bonfim or whatever." He's
Yeah,
like, "Nothing's wrong with him. He just has to fight me on the stage."
yeah. That's so sick.
Like it seems like he's dead or something. Please,
Oh,
R.I.P.
that's
Pray for him.
uh-huh.
It's so funny. Yeah, Terrence is
I love it.
he's a character, man. And Washington State boy, Pacific Northwest boy. So
Mhm.
yeah, we're rooting for him. Super exciting, super excited. 13-4, Terrence McKinney versus 18-3, Ismail, yeah.
Is Ismail? I think so. Bonfim.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
nice.
it's gonna be sick.
Uh,
And
that
Brazil
dude's
too.
yeah, that dude's debuting for this one, right? I think he's coming
Uh,
off Contender. Him and his brother. I think his brother. Yeah, his brother's on the card too. Gabriel. Yeah, I think they're brothers. Both coming off Contender Series. They both fought in the same night for that one.
bruh, the guy Terrence is fighting is like on a 12 fight win streak, and his last loss was to Moicano, Money Moicano. And then he was
Whoa.
on a yeah. I mean, the guy. I mean,
Oh, he's legit.
yeah. I mean, he lost first round to Moicano, so
And
there's
yeah, so
that.
can he deal with the storm that Terrence
Yeah,
McKinney is in the first round?
most people can't.
Yeah,
Most people can't.
that's a sick one.
Um,
You got any prelims you're really looking at?
hey, your phone's been on. Just to let you know, it's been
I know.
going off here and
I'm
there.
getting it right now, dude.
Vibrate that. Um, Cody Stammen. I mean, the band. He's always been someone I like to watch fight. He has a great record. He's in a rough patch. I feel like he's won one out of his last four. I think we were saying.
Yeah,
But I mean, all those guys were good guys, ranked guys.
yeah. Mm.
Um,
It's about the best guys out there.
yeah. He's a powerhouse for the weight class. And you know what too? He has good swag. Every time I see him at the PI,
It's got
he's rocking some. Yeah, he has good style. Yeah, yeah. Let's go,
okay,
Stammen.
it's hard. It's hard to get a swag compliment from Ricky.
Well, from
Look at
for
that.
you.
Oh yeah, hey, dude, you said you like my sweater.
I do like that sweater, bro. That's nice. It's a nice sweatshirt.
That's not the only one you've ever given me. And then RoboCop. RoboCop's back too.
Yeah, that one
Uh,
dude that had that. I think his last time he fought, he had a cut from eyebrow to eyebrow. Like you can
yeah,
see his
he
brain.
got a monobrow. Yeah, that was wild.
He's back.
All
He's
all
exciting.
82 stitches are out.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Shogun. Is this his
Shogun,
last fight?
the legend.
You
It's
think this is
gotta
his
be,
last fight
dude.
in
Hell,
Brazil?
he's
Shogun. I
41
mean,
now.
oh man, I used to love watching Shogun fight. He was so scary.
Oh man, he was brutal.
Watching him throw them kicks.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean he's lost his last two, but to OSP and to Paul Craig. I
Yeah.
mean,
Who Paul Craig's also on this card fighting Johnny Walker.
mhm.
He's opening up the main
Oh,
card.
dude, I just watched some video of Johnny Walker getting knocked out like four times, like within the first 30 seconds of a fight. Because he
Oh,
leaps, right away. He jumps into like
yeah,
a teep kick that cracks him
yeah,
with the right hand. He like
yeah.
goes out, is like dead, and then jumps up to his feet so quick the ref didn't stop it, and then gets flatlined again. I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro.
Dude, he's
Even
crazy.
his knockouts are crazy. The way he gets knocked out is like all spazzy. Everything he
I
does
was
is spazzy.
I was thinking Jamal Hills too, where he turned him into one of those inflatable car things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jesus.
That's nuts.
Um, Jessica Andrade, Lauren Murphy.
Uh-huh.
That's on the main card. I was like watching Lauren Murphy fight. Jessica Andrade is a powerhouse for the girls. She's always doing like I don't know. She has like different kind of power. It seems like than
Yeah.
most girls bring, and it's
Uh-huh.
exciting.
Dude,
Yeah.
Cynthia Calvillo trains with us now, right? And
Mhm.
she fought on Josh a while back. She said it's crazy how hard she hits because she was blocking her head, and one of the punches broke her hand while she was defending. Yeah,
Oh shit.
she goes, "That girl hits hard."
Yeah.
Damn, that's wild.
Uh-huh. And for sure, stop tagging me in the Jessica Andrade photos. I mean, we don't look alike. I think it's kind of messed up a little bit.
Yes, I can see it. You guys are about the same height.
Yeah, same width too. I think.
Same
I think it's when I get that because right now I'm trying to grow the mullet back. It's really embarrassed right now. Don't look, guys. I got this the lesbo molly going on right now. It's like the half thing.
Yeah,
I
dude,
call it
looks
the
good.
Amanda Nunes. It's almost
Looks good, ma'am.
yeah. Was that
Looks good, ma'am.
you say man or ma'am?
Ma'am.
No, thanks.
Sorry.
And then last 3 fights on the main card: Gilbert Burns, Neil Magny. That's a sick fight. Co-main event: Figueiredo versus Moreno. That's
4.
for the 4th time. They're 1-1-1.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Wow.
the main event: Glover Teixeira's back against Jamal Hill.
What do you think? Who do you think for that?
Um,
What's your heart say?
Glover is the king at weathering the young storm and then beating you up on the ground.
Mm,
Can he weather the storm of Jamal Hill?
I don't think so.
And then just say no.
I don't think so, dude.
No.
Nuh-uh. I think he gets starched pretty early on.
You do?
Unfortunately,
You
yeah.
do?
I feel like Jamal Hill has that, like, he's got a little bit of that touch of death. He just hits people and they're just hurting.
And he's long too, huh?
Yeah, he's got good speed too, good range. He's not afraid to get in there to land it. Like, he's interesting.
Yeah. His only loss was to Paul Craig, who's on the card. 11-1, coming off the Contender Series, right? I believe.
Yeah. He's got the potential to be the first Contender Series alumni champ right now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Glover on that one. I think these weight classes suck. I think the young guys can come in really good in the beginning, and then they tire out, and then the experience takes over. You know what though? I usually say that, but for some Jamal Hill looks pretty strong. Like how's his grappling? I just haven't seen him grapple too much. I see him get subbed by Paul Craig.
Remember that? He broke his arm and was flopping around. That was
I was there live, and it was not okay. I hated how his arm was flopping around, and no one attended to him. Like he's like there holding his own arm,
Yeah,
and then like the dude goes to shake his hand. He like lets go to shake his hand. His arm falls. I'm like, dude, just fucking get him out of the cage. His arms popped out. He's like, never. And I think we talked about this before. No other sport you would see that where a guy's injured like that, and he's just like holding his own arm. Like no, they would get him out on a stretcher or something.
Yeah,
like MMA fighters too tough for their own good. I'm hoping Glover can weather the storm and keep that 48-year-old age championship.
43, dude. Stop it.
You think it's gonna happen?
No, I don't think so. I think the chance. What are the odds? I'm curious what the odds are. Do you know?
I don't see him here.
Yeah, I'll have to look.
Who do you got for the co-main?
Co-main, I'm pulling for Moreno, dude. I hope he can pull it off. You?
Yeah, I want Moreno to win. I really do. But just if you think about like how much is going on with his camp. Like he moved to Krause and then is now away from Krause. Like I don't know what's been going on, but there's a lot of movements in his camp. Has Figueiredo stuck it out with Henry leading up to this one? Or is he
I think so. I'm not real sure, to be honest.
Because I was thinking if Moreno's been dealing with that and how the last fight went, and if Figueiredo is still with the same camp, I just feel like based off the last fight and how things have been going for Moreno, I feel like Figueiredo might have this one.
Okay, I like that.
In my opinion,
rooting against the countryman. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, and in Brazil.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kudos to Moreno going over to Brazil to go battle with his nemesis, dude. That's kind of cool. What are the odds on that? Let me see. I pulled up the odds right now.
Yeah, me too. I got a second.
Jamal Hill's a minus 140 favorite.
Yeah.
And Moreno's a minus 125 favorite, so that's pretty close. A lot of people kind of don't know which way to go, it seems like.
Okay, so I got Glover, you got Jamal, you got Brandon, I got Figueiredo.
We're going to add these to your battle shots that you owe?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now. And then I got Gilbert, you got Neil Magny?
Yeah. Sure.
You're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, considering I took the other two first. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
You just gotta pick
For real though,
everything, huh? You always
how
gotta
do you
pick.
think how do you think Gilbert deals with the rage?
Um, he throws bombs and takes him down.
Okay,
I don't know.
okay, fair enough.
It seems like I don't know. It seems like Neil has um, some trouble with the strong grapplers.
Yeah.
You know, if he's fighting
And
another striker, he's usually able to out grapple the guys. But I feel like when he's dealing with like a squattier, strong grappler, he has some trouble.
yeah, I think you're right.
So I'm
Sick.
excited for this. Where are you watching this weekend?
Me too. I think we're going over to Coach Woods, dude, the Wood Shack. I think we're gonna go watch it
Oh,
there.
nice. The
Uh,
spot.
yeah, so
Get a cool spot.
that'll be dope. Be a good time.
Mhm.
What about you? What are you watching?
That's a good question. I don't know yet. I'm a spar. I don't think Tank has a tournament this weekend. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll get them. Maybe my dad usually gets them. So maybe I'll drive out to his house.
There you go.
Yeah. Vince and I were talking about maybe doing like starting to do maybe some kind of companion for the prelims.
Yeah.
Where we maybe we jump on one of our streams and you guys watch the beginning of the fights with us or something like that. That might be
Yeah, that'd
fun.
be sick. I think that's a
Yeah.
great idea. We'll do that. See if I can get people synced up. We'll give you guys countdown so we can make sure we're watching them at the same time and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
We might have to wait till you can drink again because it's more fun.
I know that's one thing I do like having a drink and watching fights.
Yeah.
It just makes me happy.
There's like a new tap house that opened up not too far from my place, and I just want to go and get a beer. Just want to go get a beer, but I just been like putting it off. I'm like,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Just when you think you have a fight, you're like, I don't need to drink. Beer.
Yeah. That's exactly how I've been feeling.
But then I start craving it more. I think that makes me crave it more.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I know. I think we sound like alcoholics sometimes, but like, I would rather. I think I tell Alex is always baffled by this. Like when it comes to like cheat meals and stuff, like if you're gonna have some pizza or something like that, I would rather have a beer than eat any of that crap. You know what I'm saying? Like I would rather.
Agree. I agree.
I enjoy eating healthy. I don't need all that other stuff. But if I can have like a beer instead, I do that.
I mean, if I had it my way, I'd do both. But if I have to choose, I'll go beer too.
I like steak.
I feel you.
Steak. That's the
You
cheat.
treat that like a cheat meal?
Huh?
Is a steak a cheat meal for you?
If I have a beer with it. No, sometimes the way I cook it, if I put more butter, then I'm like, oh, okay.
I always drown it in butter, dude.
Oh,
We
really?
have steak like 3 times a week. Need the red meat.
Oh, I crave it. I crave it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bro, did you tune into the power slap thing? What's PSL? What are they gonna call it? Power slap league? I don't know what to call it.
PSL is pumpkin spice latte. That's already spoken for.
Okay, my bad.
No, I did not.
I didn't either. I
didn't tune in.
I didn't feel. I said I was gonna, and I didn't like. It was on, and I'm like, I don't have any like inclination to go do that. So
Yeah,
I didn't either. I saw some highlights.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
How was it? How did it go? Was it a six? That's something maybe we should. I don't know. I kind of said I wouldn't really follow it too much. I think I don't really care for it. I don't really like the whole idea of someone just standing there and someone getting slapped in the face. I wonder how was it received? Did people like it? If you guys watch, if you want to, any of our followers watched it, let us know if you liked it.
Yeah, please, because I don't think I don't think I could tune in. I could bring myself to do it. I know. Anytime I saw like a video on Instagram, they were just saying that like this is the craziest thing I've ever seen, and like people get knocked out, they fall backwards on their hands and stuff. And they're like, this looks terrible, dude. One guy's face was like, look like it was melting off.
I did see that. Was that power slap? Was that the Dana slap league where his face was like swollen like this?
Oh no, the one that was bloody, because there were two. Because I saw one that had blood, and that one wasn't with the league, and then there's one that was swollen and was with the league thing.
Oh, okay. Either way, dude. Like I said, I saw it live before, and I was like,
not for me.
I'm not really.
I don't get it. It was I don't know. Look crazy. So I'm sorry I didn't tune in to give you some real feedback, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah. I'm not sorry. But let us know if you guys are liking it, or if we should tune in. Are we missing out? I'm starting to have FOMO. Maybe I'll go look it up.
Apparently, Dana White said that he had seen he had seen it like in 2017 and immediately knew that there was some sort of huge like social media appeal. And he's like, I got to get in on it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wild.
Um. Do you want to get to some fan questions? I think we have some
Yeah.
from last week's pod, and from we went live like we normally do before the pod, and had some people asking some questions. So
I'll
put
pull
them
up.
on us.
Let's see. What did we have? Oh, somebody was asking if we heard Umar talking smack after his fight last week, but
Who?
I didn't hear any of that. I missed it.
Who?
Nobody really cares about him, anyways.
Umar Nurmagomedov, the one in
That's the
Bellator.
one, dude. The one in Bellator.
There's an Umar Nurmagomedov in Bellator, isn't there?
There's a Usman Nurmagomedov in Bellator.
Oh, so
I
not
think.
him.
No.
What's the next question?
Let's see. Let me see. I'm looking. Where was it? Oh, somebody was asking. Nope, we already talked about that one. I was talking about Chael Sonnen because they gave us a heads up about that.
Yeah, I had it pulled up too, and I accidentally deleted from the YouTube, but my bad.
Somebody wants to know how it feels being Marab's father.
You guys, if you guys are parents, you guys know how tiring it is. Yeah,
But no, new parent, I'm so
no,
sure.
I was just saying. No, I was gonna say it's easy to put him down to sleep. You know, he goes to bed really nicely for he's rocking. No, I'm kidding. Obviously.
You're so dumb.
Yeah, I always hate that actually when people say like, "Oh, this person's your father." You know, I don't know. It's funny though.
Somebody wants to know what our immediate thoughts are on the newest bantamweight matchups. So Jan versus Marab and Munoz and Gutierrez.
Yeah. Well, you fought Gutierrez. What do you think? How do you think he's going to do against Munoz? He's now ranked. Gutierrez is now ranked, I think, in the top 15, 14, 13, something like that.
I think so.
After he beat Frankie. And Pedro's number 9 in the world right now. So he's getting that push.
Yeah, I think Gutierrez lights him up, dude. I think he's gonna be too slick, too quick. He's gonna find all the right stuff. I know they both throw good calf kicks, so we'll see. I kind of hope they just calf kick each other to death and see who wins. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Pedro throws them, but he doesn't really check them.
Yeah.
Gutierrez throws them, and I don't really ever see anyone kick him because they're like, oh my god.
But if he trains with Martinez, I'm assuming because Martinez can check pretty good.
Oh yeah,
he just catches him real quick.
Good check.
And he throws him good, so I'm assuming they have some pretty kick heavy sparring sessions. They can probably both check pretty good.
Martinez isn't ranked, huh?
I don't think so. I think he's right outside. I wonder who they'll give him next.
Damn. Like I'm saying, dude, this bantamweight division stacked,
bro. It's ridiculous.
And then Jan versus Marab. See, this is where I'm a little annoyed because I got the Marab offer. Nothing came up of it. I was hearing he was going down to 125. That's what I was hearing. I was hearing he was going down to 125, and they told me to like start chirping at Jan because that was a possibility. And then next thing I know, they're fighting, which I originally thought they were going to fight. I originally thought Jan and Marab were going to fight. I thought that was with the beef with Aljo and just kind of where they're at. It doesn't make really sense for Marab to fight anybody else. They're not gonna who are they gonna have a fight? O'Malley? Come on,
right.
So I thought it could have been a Cheeto or a Jan fight, and Jan got it. So it's a banger fight for sure.
Stick fight.
Who do you think? Who do you think of that one?
I'm kind of leaning towards Marab a little bit. I want to say I think technically skilled, as far as technical skills go, I think Jan has an edge probably everywhere. But Marab has this weird tenacity, and you see it when he fights that he can like pull people into like kind of his style, and he can just wear them out with it. So I'm assuming that that's going to be pretty paramount. The first round's going to be dicey, I think. No, because actually Jan doesn't even normally start like with a hard first round.
Oh yeah, he don't start hot, but I just think it'd be mostly a hit of Marab avoiding like the power shots. If there's one place I think Marab's better, it's in the wrestling. I mean, you can't tell me you think Jan is better than Marab at wrestling when O'Malley took him down.
Dang. Okay, fair enough.
Styles makes fights, and MMA math doesn't ever add up. So I don't know if you can really make
Mhm.
those comparisons. But I'm just saying, I think Marab's wrestling is better. He has a gas tank on him. I'd be interesting to see if he can put Jan on his back. I mean, he has trouble. He has trouble if he's getting taken down. If he can get if Marab can keep doing that is the question and not get caught.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
exciting. It's exciting. Is that three
Mhm.
rounds? Is that a 3 round fight?
I don't know. I heard it was supposed to be main event, but I just think maybe there's no main event scheduled for that, so they kind of just guessed.
It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted a main event against Marab, but okay, cool.
What about yours? Is yours main event? Yours 3 round? Do you know?
Probably opening up the prelims, probably on UFC Fight Pass. I bet.
Yeah,
Main
right. I'm so
event. Come
sure.
on.
Put some respect on this man's name.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Maybe after the next one. Maybe after the next one.
I want to see you in 5 rounds. I want to see you in 5 round scrappy. That'd be dope.
I want a 5 round fight, but that'd be cool to end it in the first. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, right. I just want to be scheduled for one
Yeah. I've
and
fought
get
five
it
rounds
over with
before. It's
quick.
hard.
Uh,
What we got?
Jeez. Let's see. Stylistically, who do you think's your hardest competition right now?
Stylistically, who do I think is my toughest competition? I'm trying to think. I think like everyone poses a different problem. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I feel like at this point I know everybody in the division so well. So I just like, would I be able to keep my game plan against them? And I think that's ultimately my entire career. What I've been trying to do over the last 13 years of training is I want to be so good in every area that whatever area they want to be in, I'm not going to let them do that. And I'm going to put them in a different area, and I want to be a black belt everywhere. And so a lot of these guys, I don't know if they mix it up as well. Like even the champ Aljo, great wrestler, phenomenal wrestler. I don't know about the striking sometimes,
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
but so I do think maybe he could be the toughest test because he's strong and a good wrestler too, So it might be a battle of the wrestling, and then it might put us on our feet. So I think it'd be hard for me to say not the champ.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I get that. Um, I think I just see you as so well rounded. Wherever you need to go, you'll be able to handle it. So,
Yeah,
hmm,
hopefully. I hope
hmm,
that's the game
I like
plan.
that. Okay, okay. Last one. What's your any personal life goals and cage goals for the year?
Oh yeah, I
Probably.
just that was a good one. You want to hit this?
Damn.
So the the
Uh,
the, the, the question was, what are your goals for 2023 and your personal goals, and then goals in the cage as well in 2023.
uh, I think my primary personal goals lead into my like goals in the cage. Like especially now, like I mean, I started the year with getting released from the UFC, so getting back is kind of paramount. Like that's now that one jumped up to top of the list, right? And I think a lot of the things I do in my personal life are gonna lead that way. But as far as other things that I'm tackling in my personal life, I'm dropping that app here pretty soon. I'm on the second version of the beta right now. Um,
Oh, sick!
yeah, I actually just worked out to it the other day and had it set on the low intensity and still got like a real good workout in. So I'm gonna have to adjust some of the stuff on it.
You're
But
like, whoa, 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 I'm a professional
yeah,
athlete.
yeah,
I'm
dude.
sweating.
Um, so yeah, I want to get that up and running and make that a success. That's the only thing that's in my personal that's not directly lined up with with my cage goals. Oh, and podcast. I want to keep this thing going and growing.
Mhm.
Um, so far, I really like what we've been doing, and I think each time it's gotten a little bit better in some areas and stuff. So those two for personal, and then I'm getting back to the UFC and raising hell. I think I want that to happen this year. So
Yeah,
mhm.
nice, great. I think that's. I mean, yeah, it's a lot, you got a lot on your plate. You got a lot on your plate. 2023. I'm
uh,
excited for you.
yeah. What about you?
Yeah. As far as like personal goals, um, I think something I really have been thinking about lately was maybe getting a home in Vegas. I would maybe towards mid to end of 2023. That was something that I would like to do. That way, I could be closer over there and be
Mhm.
training more. Um, and also getting closer to. I've always had a dream of opening up my own gym over here in Vancouver, Washington. I want to be like a kind of like a UFC gym. You know how it's like a 24-hour fitness, all access, 24/7, but it's like MMA based. I kind of want that. I want to be a good gym, but a good MMA program, jiu-jitsu program with a recovery wing to the gym. I want a hyperbaric chamber in there. I want red lights. I want a sauna
Mhm.
and cold plunges. I'm all about wellness. I'm always trying to help people feel better in their own body, because most people don't roll out, don't stretch, don't do any of that, and they're just walking through life in pain, not knowing
Mhm.
that there's a couple of easy things that they could do, whether it be rolling out and stretching and mobilizing their body, that could help them live a little bit more pain free. So
I like it.
as far as my personal life, those are some of my goals that I've had. Those are some big ones. So hopefully I can
Sick.
make a dent
Uh-huh.
into
Uh-huh.
them this year. And then 2023, the way the division's going and how stacked it is, it's so tough to say like I want to fight for the title this year, because last year I got one fight, but I would like to have 2 to 3 fights this year for sure. If it's only two, the next fight after that is going to be for the world title in early 2024. But I would like
Oh
to
yeah.
get 3 fights this year, and hopefully, like I said, I already have the mindset that I'm the world champion, and but I actually want that gold around my waist. So
Sick. Let's go, dude. Woo-wee.
2023.
Yeah, that's money. I can't think of a better way to end it than right there, dude. That's with what we kind of got lined up for the year. More power to you. Whatever I can do to help you along your goals. Holla at your boy.
I will.
Let's
I'm
go,
gonna
dude.
use and
Uh-huh.
abuse. I'm gonna
Let's
use and
go, dude.
abuse. You too, bro. Let's get
Yeah, hell
this.
yeah, I appreciate it. But yeah, those are actually some really good questions. So
Mhm.
anybody has any more, feel free to drop those below, and yeah, we'll get to them. Give us some feedback. Let us know what you guys want to hear more from us or less from us. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, just less of Ricky talking. Be nice,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Just kidding.
I hear that a lot.
What about you, Ricky? Any parting words for anybody?
No, same thing as always, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll try to be more consistent for you guys. Thank you.
Let's go. All right, guys. Have a good one. See you next week.